Glad to see you back for the 4th episode of The Road to SEMA here at Southwest University. In this episode, we're going to touch base on what it took to get the paint and body where it is right now. We found this 57 sitting in an orchard with decades of natural patina. Some people pay big money to recreate a patina paint job. We wanted our natural patina intact. So for that reason, when we decided how we were going to paint this, we wanted to leave as much of the natural elements to the bodywork as possible. I mean, that's over 60 years of natural rain, snow, hail, sunlight beating down on that paintwork to give it that awesome patina look. In order to keep the vehicle's patina intact, we had to bring in some specialists.
I'm Omar Guzman from Garage Shop Customs. We did a lot of fabrication on this truck. We had to remove the frame. We had to customize it, cut it, and make it match up to the cab and to the rest of the body. We also are working on our fuel tanks where we did some cuts and fabrication. One where we can fill up the truck with a bunch of fuel. The secondary tank is going to just carry all the air management system, air tanks, the compressors, the air management system for the truck to go up and down, special mounting brackets for these tanks, painting them, getting the detail into them, custom fabricated front bumper just to match up to this truck. The frame doesn't actually belong to a 1957, so there's a lot of mock-ups and fabrication and welding that we had to do in order to get the front end to match up with the rest of the truck. We put an inline 6 inside this truck, so we have to cut out the transmission tunnel and refabricate it and rebuild it and raise it up about 3 to 4 inches just so that cab could sit perfect and then cover it up. So there's a lot of stuff that's not written in the books, so there's nobody or nothing that you can read on. It's all just raw fabrication.
We had to do some extensive searching to find the right flatbed that we could mate to the tow rig. We reached out to several tow truck scrapyards to find the perfect bed that had some patina, a little bit of rust to match the patina that we locked in on our cab here. One of the aspects about this build that I'm most proud of is the fact that it comes from El Paso, Texas. We wouldn't want to add any other phrase to our dash other than the phrase El Paso Strong. You're about to hear some details about what went into the bodywork from Henry.
My name is Mr. Binkley. I'm one of the welding/diesel instructors here at Southwest University. We picked up the bed. It was basically abandoned in a towing junkyard, covered in dirt and mud and all kinds of stuff. Spent weeks and weeks just cleaning and scrubbing, getting all the tar off of it, stuff like that. Had a pretty nice patina, just like the cab and the rest of the truck did, so we left it as is. We clear coated it and we did a nice textured spray on the actual surface of it where the car will be. We lowered the headache rack a little bit because it's going to be higher. The roof was in really bad shape when we got the truck. It looked like it had been used as a trampoline by some kids or something at some time. Really bad. It was past the point of patina. So we decided to go ahead and bodywork that, smooth it out, and put a nice pearl white with a little bit of flake in it, just to kind of contrast the rest of the truck and make it look like the truck was done intentionally the way it is. We had some pinstriping done by Sacco's Pinstriping here locally in El Paso, Texas. He does awesome work. He did some leafing on the side of the doors as well with the Southwest University logo, and a few touches here and there all over, from the bed to the dash to the fenders to the hood, everything. And I think it tied it all together really well, and it's going to give it a really nice look.
El Paso is a melting pot of all different types of people from all different races, all different walks of earth. The fact that this community is so diverse and willing to step in and help each other is what sets us apart from anywhere else in the country. One of the most beautiful parts about El Paso is the scenery. We have the tip of the Franklin Mountains here, and we have a huge star that represents the Lone Star State. We here in El Paso, we have a motto, we have a saying, El Paso Strong. In lieu of the recent tragedies that have happened here in El Paso, we didn't want that to set the tone. We wanted to show the world that we're not going to let a tragedy slow us down. We decided to take that motto with us to SEMA. We went ahead and added the phrase El Paso Strong in the pinstriping on our dash in the 57. has a lot of meaning to us. All right, everybody, that wraps up another episode of The Road to SEMA.